after a bit of elbow grease, cleaning that brass fitting with a little bit of emery paper. That's how it comes out. I'm just going to give a bit of a quick blow of the compressed air to get all the rubbish out. And once again, get a fresh Viton O-ring. You can use this normal one, but I think they will last a little bit better, especially with the heat. And just pop it in like the other one. So you need to just give them a little bit of a actually slippery now, a little bit on the side. That's it. And once it gets in, just a screwdriver and just sit him nice and flat on the bottom. I'm gonna coat all that valve with a little bit of that body of that O-ring lubricant, stop corroding. Put that retaining ring back in, as so. Yeah, just get a bit of it, a bit more. Just put on the bottom gasket. I'm gonna spin it around, put it back in its original fitting. It's a bit dirty there. Just give it a bit of that corrosion from the brass and water. It's a bit better. Okay, then just put that back in and screw it back on to the valve, to the solenoid. It's gonna no. This one's already assembled. I'm just gonna nip it up a bit of pliers just to have a little bit extra tension, just smidgen. It's pretty good. Don't want to break it, it's plastic. Fantastic. A little bit of that. Just literally, smidge, doesn't matter, it's good with water. And click the top one in first all the way. Then click the bottom one in, all the way in, and the back, the screws go back in. And this is that. Now that goes back in here. If you just walk around the other side. Now the easiest way of doing it, I just pop that elbow back in first, because it's silicone, so it's pretty flexible. And just get this right in. Not much room, that's why, that's it. And now just click that bottom one and just push it straight in. You just need to get it square. That's it. Once in here, you just need to gently put it back in where it goes, like this, and get the screws and bolt it up. This is in position. Still using the Torx T25 all the time. Snip it up, and now I need to get the pliers and slip on that clamp on the bottom one. So you still have to take this all off when you're replacing the pump, because that what the elbow is, that's a part of a tank. It's a copper pipe on the far side. Just need to slip him back up gently. A little bit too high. That's good. And then all that's left, I marked the wires before, so red one goes to the red. And just plug them back in, shift them together. Yeah. Okay, so there's a support on the top, so when you press it you don't break it. That's it. And then the yellow ones. When I was pulling this one off, you can see I put the different crimp, it just pulled out, so I replaced it just with insulated crimper, and that should be it, ready for testing. So there was the water was coming out from here, was slowly, in the beginning it was only a tiny little bubble, little drop of water coming out every 15 minutes or so, and I just replaced the tube. I thought it might fix it, but then once I disturbed it, it was actually coming out more. It was just slowly just dripping, so hopefully this will fix it. All right, thank you, thanks for